Anthony Joshua versus GOOSSEN. Seems to me like a good fight for Anthony Joshua on the back of that Ruiz performance. Obviously exhibited some different elements of his skill set. What do you make of GOOSSEN as an opponent? See Anthony Joshua maybe be a little bit more aggressive in that fight than he was against Andy Ruiz?
Yeah, I mean, I think so. I think, there was definitely a lot of demons in AJ's mindset going into the return fight against Ruiz. The last time he was in there, he was stopped. He had to change a few things in training camps. He brought in Angel Fernandez to work a little bit more on sort of certain elements of his game, which he's looked like he's brushed up on. And I think the style, the Eastern European style of Pulev is straight up and down. He's not, he's a big guy. I think he does favour boxing guys that are tall and straight up, tall and upright, and that's something that when he boxed Klitschko, he got a lot of success. He was able to get his combinations punching over the top of the jab as well. So, I think it'd be an interesting fight, but depends. It depends. It depends how Pulev trains for it. He's a good fighter in his own right, and he's had a lot of hard fights himself. But I think AJ should get to him probably mid to late rounds. It's just it's just so much riding on this fight with AJ going into it with the Tyson Fury fight. Obviously, Deontay Wilder's exercising his rematch clause, but that's a fight that everyone is just destined to see. And I think any fight from both sides, any fight up until then, is just going to feel like an inordinate amount of pressure on them. That really they shouldn't have, because it's at the end of the day it's just another fight. And I think AJ should be able to look good and sort of stop him.
It's kind of like Mayweather Pacquiao when they were kind of on their own routes before they fought. Every fight became a big event because it was, once he wins this, we could see the Pacquiao fight and etc. So yeah, I get what you're saying there. Joe GOOSSEN is training GOOSSEN. That's been, I don't know if that's actually fully been announced, but whatever, it's out there now. Joe GOOSSEN is training GOOSSEN. Good fit?
Not really, no. GOOSSEN's a good trainer, but he's got a very American style. Really good trainer, but I just don't see that being. I think he should, go back to his old, go back to the Eastern European style. Maybe get an amateur coach in, because footwork will be a good way of, like lots of feints, lots of straight shots with AJ. I think that's probably, you have to try and match him at that. I think if he starts trying to slip and GOOSSEN's notorious for training people in the pocket, that's the wrong tactics. But we'll see. I mean, I'm sure he's got enough about him to be able to devise a game plan.